Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. So today we're going to show you the true Apartheid Museum right here in Johannesburg. Video, don't you believe me? Stay tuned because once again this video will blow your mind.
So they put the plaques there, you know, the plagues to
I can show you guys story. There, just a second. That's where the blue plaque is.
As you can see, it looks like a very run-down area, unsafe, but we are safe to run around because I'm around. I wouldn't encourage you to come here on your own without a local. So basically what they're getting out is the bigger items. Because even when this building was cordoned off, there were people who managed to sneak inside. As much as there were police, guarding the area, some of the people taking out their stuff, they're complaining that some of their valuables, like their TVs, small items, have been stolen, which is why you're seeing a lot of sealing off happening now. To block off so that when everything is out, the building can be totally sealed off.
This is another heritage building that's going to be sealed and forgotten. To give you guys an idea, that's where the blue plaque is.
The people who are taking out their stuff is from the 4th floor, which was the least affected. And we just heard from the police now that after taking out the stuff from the 4th floor, they're still going to go to the basement, which also has a lot of structures down there. So this operation might take until Wednesday, trying to get everyone to get their stuff out.
Sure. Yeah. And people were jumping out of the building because there was so cluttered with so much stuff inside that people could barely move. So we're talking about 200 people living in this place. So you say that this place during the 1950s was basically where people that worked in the city.
Basically, this is where you collect your permit to say, this is who I am. My boss has allowed me. This is where I work. This is who my boss is, and therefore your movements are being restricted by that permit. It says this is where you work. At a certain time you need to then leave the city. You know what I mean? Unless obviously you're a stay-at-home domestic worker, and obviously your employer has to approve to say my employee lives here. So that's what the purpose of that permit was. So for me, I'm curious. Probably most of the archive and the documents of that history were housed here, and it would be quite interesting to find out where those documents are, or where they've been taken into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th floor, that's where there was that kangaroo court. That's where they would determine whether are you a right person, or you'd state your case as to why you need to be, granted a permit. And also, if you broke the laws of the past laws, that's where you'd then be, prosecuted, your case be heard or whatever. Reports goes, there were shacks or other semi-structures within this building when it burned. So the reason that some people were trying to get out by jumping out the windows is because there was no access or exits. The exits and the access areas were blocked because this place was like structures within the building itself. So people couldn't get out easily, which is why, some of them were jumping out the windows. Let me show you just around.
So people basically just did taking their stuff out.
Yeah. So as you can still see some of these sheets here.
Yeah.
So this is where the people were trying to get out. So they'll throw out these sheets. And then some of them, try to get themselves down. And there were some here. I think they're still there. Can you see there? So people were still trying to jump out.
You guys can see the
Yeah, yeah. So there were doors here. You can see. I think that's what they're trying to
they
build up. Yeah. Luckily, our blue plaque is still there.
Survived.
Yeah, still there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nope, but I am now.
Yeah. So now, it does seem like everyone who comes in now, they have to make sure that you've got your actual stuff. So the guy that just called now, it seems like he took out stuff that doesn't belong to him.
So how can they prove it's their stuff?
That's the other thing. I don't know. It's interesting to note. So you see this building here. It was also hijacked. So, but it looks like now it's being broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder when did they move these people out here? Because this building was in the same state as this one, literally. I mean, hijacked, and looked like the same thing that happened here could happen there.
So we can actually see what happened here.
This looks like this was the worst part, eh?
Oh.
And I missed this part the last time. This looks like it's the worst part of it.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because you can see they literally bricked everything.
Yeah.
Brick those walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at how the.
Yeah, I think this was the worst hit part.
It's literally an heritage building. Eh?
Yeah. So after the fire, she's explaining she lives on the 4th floor. So they managed to salvage just some of their things, as you can see now. But these are the big items. But the smaller items, you know, like your TVs and other valuables, some people managed to sneak in and steal some of those things. So these are the offices, but just next door.
So
there.
somewhere there.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Somewhere there,
yes. That's where the medical facilities were. So you used to be stripped naked as they were doing medical checkups on you.